Right then. Here we are. Japan. Land of the rising sun, sentient vending machines, and, for the next few, well, let's just say a significant measure of temporal duration as a veritable teeming metropolis of individuals clad in fascinating ensembles. Yes, Star Wars celebration. It's rather like a particularly enthusiastic fancy dress party, only everyone's come as someone from a galaxy far, far away, and the primary objective appears to be the acquisition of things star. Shiny things. Things that glow. Things that hum with a vaguely threatening energy. And yours truly, well, I've been dispatched, as it were, to bring you tidings. Not necessarily good tidings, mind you. Or bad tidings. Just tidings. Because, as we all know, the universe has a peculiar sense of humor, often expressed through the medium of unexpected announcements and the sudden reappearance of characters you thought had been definitively swallowed by a sarlacc pit or, indeed, the relentless march of narrative necessity. First up, it appears that the actor known as Ryan Gosling, a perfectly respectable human being, I'm sure, though I confess my primary exposure to his artistic work involves a rather perplexing film involving a great deal of pink, is to be found piloting a starfighter in the not-too-distant future of 2027. Directed by someone who has apparently wrangled both a merc with a mouth and a certain adamantium-clawed individual, which suggests a certain flair as for the dramatic. One hopes the starfighter in question has decent cup holders. Galactic travel can be terribly inconvenient without proper beverage containment. Then there's the ongoing saga of the Mandalorian and the inexplicably adorable, green, large-eared, well, let's call him Grogu for the sake of expediency. Apparently, there was a trailer. These fleeting glimpses into the moving pictures of tomorrow. Sadly, we, the uninitiated, are not yet privy to its wonders. But the reports suggest excitement. Sigourney Weaver, a name that conjures up images of formidable ladies dealing with unpleasant extraterrestrial lifeforms, is involved. And the return of a ship called the Razor Crest. One sincerely hopes it's been properly insured this time. Space piracy, you know, it's a terrible business. 1 minute you're delivering precious cargo, the next your transport's been dismantled for spare parts by some unsavory characters with questionable dental hygiene. And amidst all this, the pronouncements continue. Like the steady drip of a leaky hyperdrive, Lucasfilm has confirmed that 6 other cinematic endeavors are still, shall we say, extant. 6. We're talking about trilogies and standalone films, each with the potential to either illuminate the vastness of the Star Wars universe or, indeed, add further layers of delightful complexity. There's a new trilogy from a Mr. Kinberg, which, if it follows the usual pattern, will likely involve a great deal of existential angst and the discovery of hitherto unknown relatives with remarkable force abilities. Then there's a film from a Mr. Waititi, who, if his previous work is any indication, will probably inject a healthy dose of the absurd into the proceedings. One can only imagine the logistical nightmares of explaining intergalactic bureaucracy with a straight face. And a Mr. Mangold, who directed a film about a rather grumpy gentleman with adamantium claws, which suggests a certain predilection for characters with sharp edges. And then there's the ray-focused sequel. Ah, yes. Like trying to navigate an asteroid field in a particularly unreliable escape pod. But apparently, it's still a thing. For now, one can only hope that the narrative threads don't get tangled in quite the same way as a particularly enthusiastic ball of space yarn. The universe, as I've mentioned, has a penchant for the unexpected. But wait, there's more. Because in the grand tapestry of galactic narratives, even the villains deserve their moment in the spotlight. Darth Maul, a Sith with a rather striking visage and a regrettable tendency towards being bisected, is apparently getting his own animated show. It promises to delve into the intricacies of his criminal empire. One imagines the paperwork alone would be enough to drive a lesser being to the dark side. And the voice. The chap who voiced him before, Mr. Whitware, is returning. Which is rather splendid. Consistency, in a universe as vast and varied as this, is a rare and precious commodity. So there you have it. The initial salvo of news from this grand gathering in Japan. A reminder that the Star Wars saga continues, in its own wonderfully convoluted and occasionally baffling way. One can only sit back, perhaps with a nice cup of tea and a biscuit, and observe what cosmic shenanigans unfold next. After all, in a galaxy as vast and unpredictable as this, the only certainty is uncertainty. And possibly a slight delay in your hyperspace jump. Right. I believe there's a panel on the socio-economic implications of Ewokian dental practices I simply must attend. Fascinating stuff, I hear. Farewell, for now. And may the, well, you know, the thing. May it be with you.